how did we even get here? Cause I swear I don't recognize shit here.
So what up, man?
Shit, man. Fucking living life still in these streets. Fucking actually went ahead and had to purchase.
Oh, Matt, yeah, because you can't go in stores no more.
Can't go anywhere without them.
Yeah, that's
Can't
that's
fuck
different
around.
out here.
I was like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, whatever.
Right.
And then it was like,
it happened.
And then it was like, oh, now I can't do shit. Like I can't.
Yeah.
Like really, I can't go into 7-Eleven to get this fucking bottle of water without one of these motherfuckers.
Nothing. Yeah, I read that while I was out here. For everybody who don't know, I'm back home in Virginia right now, but I read that when I was out here, and I'm like, whew, getting real out there. We don't have to do it out here yet, so. You know,
and then, like, there were no masks, though.
Right.
Like, nobody had them, except for the fucking streets. Except for the fucking street corners. So that's where I had to get mine. The same motherfuckers that have the flowers and the Easter. Exactly. They had Easter baskets on Easter with the Easter bunny with the mask. They had masks on. It's like mask $5 each. $5 each. I'm like, all right, man, give me 4.
That's cleaning you out.
That's the other part of where my stimulus check went. So in case my landlord is watching, my money went to being able to the thing that I'm required to have in order to continue to purchase food and other items that I need for my existence to continue, so that you can continue to get paid, you bottom feeding fucks.
Oh, so you can talk about your landlord this way, but you still won't say the teachers' names. Is that what we're doing?
Well,
if still, I guess still protecting.
Clearly you haven't been to patreon.com/getherepod, because if you did, you would know that at the, I think it's $15 level, you will get the names.
No, it's supposed to be $3 level. Remember?
No.
That's what you did with mine. You wanted all mine to be $3. Remember?
No, because yours can be $3 because you're full of shit.
Okay.
These are premium prices for these fucking names.
You see Christina down at the bottom. She said it was getting her through rum, wine, weed, and the kid. They all keeping her straight. I like
Word. It. Yeah, I can't imagine doing this shit with a kid.
Yeah, nah, you and me both. I can't imagine doing a lot of things with kids though. So it seems like it would be tougher all the time.
Yeah,
seems like it'd be much difficult. Like every time you eat, you have to think of someone else every time.
Every time.
Like that's intense.
Every time you do anything, it's like I can't hold on. I can barely hold on to myself.
That's why I have such great respect for parents, because I'm like, man, you guys are real MVPs. I ain't got it. Probably could one day, but I don't know. I'm too selfish right now. I like being me.
I mean, that and my pullout game is just so strong. Like I don't think that's.
I don't know if that's proven or not. I don't know if we really know that. I don't know. You might have kids right now.
No, I do not. No, I do not.
Honestly, send help. By the way, I'm loving the beard you got going on over there. You really roughing it out, huh?
Who?
Looks like your cheeks are a little fluffy. It looks like you got some fur on your cheeks there.
Oh, I just need to shave again. This ain't shit.
Yeah, see, I can't. I left my clippers in Long Beach, so I got no edge up. That's why I got the hat on, But
I do need to actually. I need to buy some clippers for myself, because the ones I had before, which I used for my hair, fucking they rusted out. So. So I need to get some more, because I never thought, I'm like, I could just go to a barbershop. I can't right now.
Right.
So
non-essential.
I'm gonna have. So this is not good. This is not long for this world. This is. I'm not doing the struggle fro again. We're not doing the struggle fro again. I'm gonna clip the shit off as terribly as I know how, and it's always terrible.
You gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta do that.
Because I can't, the back, I'd have no idea how to get the back.
All you gotta do is touch it. You can feel how long.
I don't have the mirror space. There's always something that's missing. I'm always either that or I'm gonna be sitting there for 8 hours just shaving away at absolutely nothing that's not there, and still miss that one stupid patch.
Hair.
That's it's
my mom loved being like, hey, you missed a spot. It's been 3 days. She tells me now, hey, you missed a spot, by the way. I used to get so mad. Like, are you kidding me right now? Why you didn't tell me that 3 days ago? I'm walking around with a soul patch in the back of my head. I got a mustache on the back of my neck. I didn't even know. I had no idea. It's misplaced.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a shaved head and still walk around in baseball cap for a long time. Buddy.
I don't know if I ever seen you with a shaved head. Like, how far down we talking? You go bald?
No, not bald, because that's too much upkeep. But like,
you out here looking like Steve Harvey. You already got the light skinned face. I mean, big ass mustache. You can pull it off.
What the fuck you say?
I got a little Steve Harvey. Okay, I see you.
I did used to listen to his. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I
did used to listen to his show back in the day.
I did too.
Back
actually.
in the day.
I liked him on the radio though. Before he even had the talk show, I used to listen to him on radio out here. They had him on our urban station out here. They used to play him in the morning.
Yeah, same. Back in the day, it was funny because he took over and then he left for some reason. I don't know if he quit or if he was fired or something. I can't remember what happened. But he
I don't know either. But he just disappeared.
But he left. But he had John Sally take over, or John Sally took over for him. Yeah.
Nah, I didn't. Then out here that didn't happen. We never had John Sally.
John Sally was the host took over his radio show here in LA for like half a second, and wasn't nobody feeling that shit.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't want to hear John Sally talk that long. I think I'm good.
No, this was when John Sally was trying to do the common thing where he pops up in absolutely everything for no fucking reason, like the same way
Bad Boys.
He popped up in Bad Boys for no reason, popped up on the Lakers for no reason, popped up on the radio for no reason.
He won a championship with y'all.
Nigga, no, he didn't.
He did.
John Sally was as big a part of that team as I was, and I don't even like the fucking Lakers. And that motherfucker
but he won one. Yeah, you're a Clippers fan, right?
Sure he did. He was sitting on the bench when Kobe won a championship for him.
Time out. Aren't you a Clippers fan?
I'm a Magic fan.
Oh, that's right.
I'm a Magic
fan. Somehow born and raised out there, and you're a Magic fan.
A slightly more desperate team, a slightly worse team than the Clippers.
Oh, and let's clarify, he's not talking about Magic Johnson. I know he's old, but he's not talking about Magic Johnson. He's talking about the Orlando Magic. Somehow.
I mean, I like Magic Johnson. Who doesn't like Magic Johnson? AKA Wizard,
probably.
AKA Wizard Kelly.
Wizard Kelly
from the Proud Family.
Oh, okay, got it.
Do you remember Proud Family?
I do. I was still young when that came out. I know
they had a Magic Johnson. They had a character based off Magic Johnson called Wizard Kelly.
Oh, he used to show up balling, like with like
showed up balling,
expensive
random
suits, and just yeah.
Never saw his face.
Never. He's too tall,
and he talked like Magic Johnson too.
I forgot about that.
That's funny. With the weird syllables and everything, and sounding slightly dumb, but still a billionaire for some reason.
You don't talk about Magic like this, man. Listen, you from LA. You got to watch your mouth now.
Nobody ever said Magic Johnson was
articulate,
right? but he managed to make himself a billionaire, and I am mad at that.
Super billionaire.
For him.
Who screwed it up, right?
For him.
Shaq screwed up. Starbucks, he said black people don't drink coffee. He was like, they drink tea and stuff like that. So Magic said, oh, no, I'll take that business deal. And then he did the Starbucks deal instead.
No shit.
True story. Shaq says it all the time. He's like, that's my worst blunder ever in business because I didn't think black people drunk coffee.
Really? Because I remember Kazam.
No. Starbucks. Brent.
Because I remember Kazam. Like,
hold on. Wait a second.
Because there were other big business blunders that he did.
Starbucks. No. Starbucks is like a multi-billion-dollar business itself. People love it. So yeah, no. But yo, you hit me and you said you had a topic.
I do. So
you love Kazam. Don't do that. You love Kazam. Don't do that.
I don't.
You know that.
No, I don't.
No, not you. I'm talking to Christina. She's saying she hated it, but she did.
Kazam is worse.
She seems like the type that would have loved it. She seems like that was her movie. She probably played it on repeat every day. Don't do that. Don't be out here lying.
That wasn't even Shaq's movie. He was in the damn thing.
He defended it a lot. I saw him do it on TNT a lot with Barkley. They would kill him for it, and he'd be like, "Nah, that's the greatest movie ever." And he'd laugh. He'd put his head down.
Yeah, he should. He should put his head down. So everybody right now is sitting at home with their Netflix and Amazons and whatnot.
Chills. Netflix and chills.
There's no chilling. There's no chilling that's taking place.
Oh, because of social distancing. That's right. We're not supposed to see people. I forgot.
Well, yeah, I guess for most people, social distancing. For me, it's just part of my everyday life now.
You still whistling at the mailman every day and scratching at the window, or how you doing it?
No. There's too many scratch marks on the window. I need. Although, while you're bullshitting, I did see one before the quarantine went down. There was a mail lady that delivers the mail around Broadway here in Long Beach.
Downtown?
Yeah.
Hispanic lady?
Yeah. You know.
I saw the
You
same
know
lady.
exactly who I'm talking about.
Bro, listen. I said, okay, listen. I know social
She's
distance
fresh
is
out of the
a
Mail
thing right
Academy.
now. She is so bad.
She is fresh out of the Mail Academy, ain't she?
You know what's funny? I was on the phone with my cousin, and I was talking to him, and she walked by me, and I was like,
right. I've seen her driving a couple of times. I'm like, God damn.
I saw her that one day, and I was like, yo. He was like, you serious? I'm like, no, I've never seen a postal worker that looked this good.
No, you haven't.
Ever. Never.
No, you haven't.
Never in my life. Never.
Nuh-uh.
And I was like, I told him, I don't even understand how I'm supposed to holler because it's social distancing. So how do you even walk over there? What do you say? Hey, excuse me. I'm really trying to get to know you after everything's safe again.
Excuse
me. And I can get close to you, maybe.
Excuse me. I've got this package I need delivered.
See, you always got to take it there, Brent.
Straight up from black.com and
black.com. Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
Yo, by the way, that might be my favorite clip ever. The Blue Chews clip. It might be my favorite one. That had me
Bluetooth. Yeah. So what have you been watching? What have you been watching right now?
I would have been watching the NBA playoffs Sunday. That would have been Sunday. So that was depressing. Don't laugh at that.
That's just, you mean they can't do it in an empty arena?
They can't do it at all because
they couldn't have done it in an empty arena.
5 to 6 players that popped for COVID-19. So yeah, unfortunately, sad life. But I did last night. I did get to watch the first 2 parts of the 10-part Jordan Chicago Bulls Last Dance documentary on ESPN, which was great. That was great. The first 2 parts, really, really, really enjoyed that because that was around the time I had really got into basketball as a kid. So it was cool to watch all of those clips again. I actually had a tape they made. It was a VHS of Unforgettable Bulls.
This is their second dynasty. This is their second three-peat.
Yeah, their second run. Yeah, exactly. So they my mom bought me a tape way back in the day. It was called Unforgettable Bulls, and I was like, yo, this is fire. So it's dope to see this, but they got like new footage that nobody's ever seen.
Almost every black person had that tape.
The Unforgettable Bulls tape?
Almost every black household had that tape.
I don't know if that's true. I've only heard
that
you're
tape
the second
back in
person
the
I've
day
ever heard say
was
that,
as ubiquitous to black households as
don't make up words.
As skate,
we're not doing that.
As skating tapes.
Don't say ubiquitous to me. Okay.
Just because you're stupid doesn't mean I have to dumb shit down for the audience.
We're not saying ubiquitous out here in these streets.
Just because you got a 3rd grade education, or excuse me, a Virginia 10th grade education, doesn't mean
okay. Now you just
doesn't mean shit.
Let me just say, Christina just said she never heard of it either. I'm just putting it out there.
Well, almost every black household, but I saw it in a lot of black households. Is
this when you were casing them? When you were trying to steal from them, or when was this?
That's just racist.
But it's okay to call it our 10th grade, 3rd grade education.
Well, no, because it's the South. Ain't nobody fucking with the South.
You know what, Brent? You know what? All right.
Fucking South. It's been a long time since I've screamed, "We are not a monolith" at somebody. Well, okay, I get it. It's cool. So you're watching the Bulls documentary.
I did that last night. That was great. Prior to that, I had been kind of, how normally with Netflix a show comes out and you just jump on it and you binge it. Mm-hmm. I'm being very, very casual with watching shows right now because I'm terrified of burning through everything I actually like. Because I've been listening to podcasts. I still listen to Joe Budden podcasts all the time, and basically they were talking about how they've gone through everything that they actually wanted to see now, and so now they're watching stuff that they didn't even care about. Like catching up on stuff, and I'm terrified to run into that. I don't want to do that, so I'm watching my stuff slowly. Like I'm putting myself on a ration. Okay, I got 2 hours. I'm gonna watch 2 episodes, and I'm gonna turn this shit off. I'm turning it off. I don't want to lose out on stuff that I like.
There are literally thousands of selections on Netflix. You are not going to run out of shit.
bro. But it's stuff. I'm saying stuff that you like. Like Money Heist, for instance, just came back on Netflix. I love Money Heist. That's my show. The 4th part dropped. I could get through that. The last season, I put it like this. Last year when they came out with the 3rd part, I watched it in about 2 days. I was done with it in 2 days. I had to wait a full year. So it just came out. I'm 2 episodes deep. Haven't watched it. My other homegirl, Faith, she burned through the whole thing. She told me, she's like, I'm so mad. It's so good. I couldn't stop watching it. And I'm like, I ain't watching nothing.
Yeah.
So,
you do have that problem with episodic shit. And that's why I haven't really.
Yep.
That's why most of this stuff I streamed was always episodic shit and not movies for some reason. Because for some reason, I always give myself the idea that I don't have 2 hours to sit and watch something
in one spot. Yeah. And
but then I go through 4 or 5 fucking episodes of the shit.
Right.
And it's like I could have fucking watched Indiana Jones like I wanted to, or whatever the fuck,
like 2 of them,
or whatever the fuck I wanted to.
Right.
So I started watching House of Lies on Amazon.
The one we kept talking about. Okay.
Right?
All right. So you finally started it.
Yes. I finished it, actually. I went through all 6 seasons.
You went through all 6 seasons?
Yes.
When did you start this? Before I left or after?
After. Maybe last week. About a week or so ago.
Wait. How many episodes are per season?
It's Showtime, so I think the most is like 13. 10? I think it's like 10-ish,
13,
something like that.
Got it.
But still, that's still a lot of episodes. An average of 60 episodes or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I went through that.
Bored, huh?
There are a couple of things I picked up. So we were talking about Kristen Bell in one of the early episodes, and
like 2 or 3.
Yeah, early episodes. And I can say this, and we're talking about Dax Shepard and how it's so weird how she's with him, right?
Yep.
I can say this.
You were hating.
I can say this as a fact right now.
What's up?
Kristen Bell looks like she belongs in a black man's arms. She does not fit well in a white man's arms. I swear to God, she is who Black.com was made for. She
honestly had no idea where you were about to go with that.
Neither did I, but it's so true. I would watch the show, and this is also, by the way, this is also true of The Good Place, which she's in, which we talked about, and her love interest in that is a black dude.
Wait. Yeah, okay, got
her love interest in that is a black dude, and it seems like it comes out of nowhere, but then it happens like, yeah, that's exactly where she belongs. She looks perfect right then and there, and it's the same shit. It's her
because she's with Don Cheadle.
She's with Don Cheadle on and off on that show, and so at different points they fuck other people because of Showtime, and you can't have one character fuck the same person through the whole thing. That's not
forever.
That's not right.
Yeah. People get bored.
So they get on and off again, and every time she goes back, every time she's back with a white dude, I'm like, that doesn't look right. Every time she's with Don Cheadle, I'm like, that looks right. That looks exactly right.
Now, is that you being racist, or is that just actual optics?
It's just the chemistry that she has with anybody else on that screen other than Don Cheadle.
So it's you being racist. I got it.
Probably.
I was just making sure.
Probably. We just lost the black female viewer on here, by the way. I'm sure she's like, this motherfucker here, I swear to God.
It's you at all times.
Probably.
It's never me. Always
Probably.
you. Always you. What was I gonna ask? So that's the one though. House of Lies is the one with Don Cheadle though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, and the other one is what? The Good Place? And that's the one okay, that's the cover that looks like that painting. Right?
What do you mean?
Where dude's holding the fork, the actual cover art for it. I think she's next to Homeboy on the cover, and he's holding the fork.
No, that's.
She said, "Okay, I kind of agree." By the way.
Where Kristen Bell is holding the.
Yeah, I think she's right next. No, she's not holding it. She's standing next. So you know the old painting with the farmer and his wife.
Yeah.
And they're standing there, and I think they made their cover art for their show based off of that because she's standing next to, can't think of the guy's name. It's an older white dude, glasses, gray hair. And I think their cover art is
that's Ted Danson.
Yeah, I think that's Ted Danson, or I think that's who I'm thinking of. But yeah, I think that's the cover art for that show.
Yeah. That show basically.
That's the other one.
Yeah, basically it's the misadventures of these dead people who are in heaven, or think they're in heaven.
Oh, okay. So see, I thought that was the plot of the other one.
Well, of which one?
The one with Don Cheadle.
No, Don Cheadle.
Okay.
They play consultants to big businesses to try to help them make more money. So like, you know, if
I had that backwards in my mind.
Yeah.
I definitely thought that's how it was, because I seen the premise of one of them. And I thought it was the one with Don Cheadle that was like that, but I had that all wrong apparently.
But
go figure.
But it's a good show. It's a good Showtime show. There are definitely elements where they try to take some elements from like early Entourage episodes, where you know it's a lot of partying, a lot of drinking, a lot of making, you know, the relationship between these four characters, and they bust each other's balls and all this other shit, and they're all trying to make these big mega deals in LA. Like it's slightly Entourage, but with Don Cheadle and Kristen Bell.
I like that concept because I love both of those people actually.
Yeah.
So I dig it. Hey, Christina, let me ask you. You're in here since this is a live podcast. By the way, this is the How Do We Even Get Here podcast, hosted by myself and Brent. So if you're not following that page, which I know you are because I added you earlier this week, but for anybody else that sees this later, make sure you follow, subscribe. I'll definitely tag it in the comments. But what have you been watching, Christina? What are you? What's keeping you sane right now? What's your go-to show? I know you said the rum, the wine, and the weed are doing it right now, but show-wise, what are you doing for entertainment now that you can't go out for a drink? You're stuck at home.
Yeah, it's Get Here Podcast on Instagram. It's patreon.com/getherepod. And that's it for right now. That's all we need to necessarily. Porn. Oh,
Black.com.
I was going to say, what
We're working on a sponsorship.
What kind?
Yeah, well, what kind?
What kind?
Since you're sharing so well, let's see.
So that's another conversation we could have.
I'm not divulging this information. You know, I wouldn't want to hurt anybody's. How did you say it, Brent? How did you pansy out of all those other conversations?
No,
give
it wasn't pansying out. It's I don't want to divulge. I don't want to divulge anybody else's information. If we're talking about what porn we're watching, that's completely different. If I'm talking about what porn I'm watching, then I'm telling you about me. I'm not telling you about somebody else.
DS all day.
Domination and submission. Wait.
I don't know. I was looking at you. I'm BDSM like, I typically know all of these.
Sadomasochism is bondage, discipline, and sadism?
Let's see.
Bondage, discipline, sadism, sadomasochism.
Survey says.
Sadomasochism.
Ding! She said yes.
Wow.
That's a good call. That's a good catch there, Brent.
Because I
didn't have that one.
I'm like, really? The middle letters together? I don't know if anybody, like, what? Okay. Dom sub.
No,
Dom
she said
sub.
no.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right. I'm not mad at that at all.
Not mad at that at all. I actually seen some of that myself recently, so can't knock that. Can't knock that at all.
What about you, Trey? What if what's made you bust out the hand lotion?
This is gonna like legitimately, you can be like, you lying. Honestly, from the time I left Long Beach until just like about a week ago, nothing. I hadn't watched nothing.
By the way, Christina, make sure that your safe word is Get Here Podcast. Go ahead.
That's right. I like
make that your safe word.
But yeah, nothing. Not a thing, man. I hadn't seen anything. And the one thing I did watch was ironically exactly the same. Dom and Submissive. So the one thing I've watched since then, that was it. So yeah. And this is honestly, Brent, I'm telling you a secret. If you notice, I haven't been swearing very much or saying anything too crazy. I'm in my mother's living room. This place is not very large, so.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Trying not to be a creeper right now.
I forgot about that.
So, if you hear me pulling a punch like calling you a pansy instead of a pussy, that's why, Brent.
Oh, we're back with Teenage Trey now.
That's right. You see, I got two headphones in. That's the only reason I got you plugged in.
Oh man.
Otherwise, this would be loud and out and open. Oh, nigga, you know I was doing this.
If I can manage to say all those words, I don't need a safe word. All right. Just all right.
That's fair.
I guess
she's not wrong.
Just have it be podcast then, because Get Here can be a direction. Have it be podcast.
Yeah. You definitely can.
How
about yourself? What you been partaking in there, Brent?
Ebony Lesbians was on today's menu.
Okay. Okay. You didn't strike me as that type.
Why not?
Because you don't like black people. That was mainly the reason.
What the fuck? Where? Where did this rumor start? Where's this propaganda coming from?
Hey man, I'm just reading the facts.
The fuck?
I got it right here on the sheet. No, it says right here on the sheet. Hold on.
The fuck is this?
Yeah, Brent does not like black people. Yeah, no, it says it right there.
Did you not? Were you not just here 20 minutes ago when I said that Kristen Bell seemed to belong in the arms of a black person, of a black man? Like that it worked. Like that's
yeah. That doesn't help your case. I don't think
it does. It does because why not? I didn't like I'm thinking about my people. My people get a pretty young
robot girl. What up?
What's going on, robot girl? For a pretty fucking Kristen Bell. To add to the,
it's a lot of it's a lot of Clancy's in here right now.
Adds a collection of of white girls.
So okay, all right. You know what? I'm not even gonna.
So yeah, Ebony Lesbians was on the docket for today.
SDL pod. What's happening?
What's going on?
You just got off. You working from home, or you haven't? Well, I know you're just jumping in and you don't know where we are in the conversation, but that isn't a very humorous statement at the moment.
That could go any number of ways, robot girl, and I would,
That was well timed and placed right there.
Yeah.
That was good time.
Yeah, that's mazel tov to you, robot girl. That's
man, Brent, this is the first time we've done a podcast and I don't have a drink. This is problematic.
Are you allowed to drink in your mama's house?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, I'm definitely not.
Will you be,
not before she goes to sleep.
I would say, will you be grounded?
Probably so.
Just got off work.
Oh, just got off work. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. No, I was just making sure. Because you don't know what we were talking about.
I was going to say, right. That could have gone a number of ways.
That could have gone a lot of ways.
Number of ways.
Safe words and everything.
What? Let's see. Did you ever watch the most overrated Netflix shit in the world right now, Tiger King?
Tiger King? Oh, my God. Okay, for
once,
that
shit
I think
not
the
overrated?
way you said that, the way you just said that, I feel like we might actually agree on something for once.
Jesus
this is crazy.
Christ.
This is crazy. I think we might agree on something for once, Brent. I can't believe this. I definitely would have thought you would have been 1,000% down with this.
Why?
Because you look like a tiger, first off. Like if you were to be able to creature change, for instance, right? I can't see you being anything but a tiger. You already got the skin tone and the stripes with look at your face right now. You kind of look like Tony. Wait, come on, man. I'm just stating the facts. It's on the sheet.
You are barely darker than me.
It's right. I'm way darker than you.
You are barely darker than me.
This don't show you. You can see both our faces right now.
You are barely darker than me. You're Anyway, I'm not gonna get into this conversation with you. I'm not gonna get into this conversation with you. Robot girl fell asleep on Tiger King. Yeah, I like her. It was aside.
I'm not a fan.
Aside from Carol Baskin killed mine. It's like okay. But
that was interesting. That part was interesting.
But
the other part, I'm like,
I sit here for 7 fucking episodes of this shit.
That's okay. Hold on. Let's just take a second.
It's like 2
go
shades
to Christina's
different.
Comment.
All right, but we're not.
That's what I'm saying.
We're not talking about
Thank
10
you.
shades
Thank
difference.
You, Christina.
He's
2 shades a lot.
He's acting like he's Don Cheadle and I'm fucking Terrence Howard,
Bro,
and that is not the case.
I never said that.
And that is not the case.
All I said was you was light skinned, and you said you weren't.
I'm not really. I'm like in the middle. Light skin is Terrence Howard. I ain't Terrence Howard.
You look just like Terrence Howard right now.
Hey, listen here, man. I don't look like
or J. Cole.
I don't look like Terrence Howard. I gotta shake like a chihuahua. I gotta shake like a chihuahua when I do. I don't look like Terrence Howard, man. Listen here, man.
Hustle and flow vibes.
And I don't mean Maine as in Maine. I mean Maine as in all of us, Maine. Fucking
listen. Your guy TJ is obsessed with Tiger King. The first week it came out, he kept singing the songs. I was like, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm sick of it. Okay, he kept breaking in the songs about Tiger King, and it was driving me and his girl crazy. Like, please stop it. And then everybody kept talking about it. I'm like, what is up with this show, man? Like, I just don't get it. Like, it's somewhat entertaining, I guess, but it just doesn't do it. Like, why am I supposed to be entertained by this? Lindsay, what up?
It took me,
boss lady.
It took me 2 times to finish the first episode. Like
2 times to finish the first.
Yeah,
episode.
like I sat here and I watched some of it, and I was like, I gotta go. I got other shit to do. Like,
I agree that she did kill her husband, though. I'm with you on that one. I think that's true.
Yeah.
What up,
I'm sure she did.
Yeah, I believe that. That's the most interesting thing in the whole show, by the way, to me personally.
But I don't.
That's the way I feel about it.
But I don't care about the meth fueled polytriad. I don't care about the fucking. The only other thing that's worth the damn is the one dude who had the sex cult with the hot nanny and shit.
I knew you were gonna say that because I know who you are. That's the kind of person you are.
Yeah, because
I knew that was gonna intrigue you.
I'm a horny heterosexual male. Yes, I am, and I appreciate I appreciate the female form when it looks as hot as that nanny did.
Are you lying for the live right now? That's not what you do. Stop it. You know that's not.
I just have that TikTok song stuck in my head. TikTok? What are you?
Yeah.
What are you, 12? Are you old enough to be on Instagram?
Carol Baskins killed her husband. What'd she say? Whacked him. Yeah, that's what it is. Don't tell me that it didn't happen. Something about oil. They snacking. What's happening? Carol Baskins. There we go. That's what happens. That's the song.
Okay.
Did that get it for you, Brent?
Woo! I'm super pumped about that shit. Yeah, that shit's so over fucking blown.
Lindsay, are you watching Tiger King? Are you still in here? Are you watching Tiger King?
I'm officially 12. Okay, well. Well, then you probably shouldn't know what D and S are, but all right. Well.
That's fair. That's a good point you got there. We probably should get her out of here. How do we boot her?
Like how the fuck?
If she's 12, she gotta go.
Like I was advanced at 12, but shit, I wasn't that advanced. God damn.
You weren't advanced. Why are you lying?
I was somewhat advanced. I didn't know what to do with it, but I knew. What else you been watching?
It's a good time for us. No, I was wondering what show you were talking about. We were talking about Tiger King on Netflix. We're not very thrilled with it. Not really something that we're caught on and entertained by, but a lot of people seem to be really, really high on it right now.
The whole world was captivated by that shit. I mean, age plays
fair.
a fucking see, she's
being creative. She is being creative. I'll give her that. That's fair. That's a good point. That is a good point.
I mean,
as long as you're both over 18, that's all I care about.
Listen, it's Christina. Christina's her name.
Yeah, that's Christina.
Christina.
You know Christina. You know Christina from Clancy's.
Oh.
Yeah. If you
that is you.
Page. Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to forward me your FetLife account, Christina, because you have given me enough clues to let me know that you got a FetLife. Talk about age play and shit.
FetLife is. I'm clearly not old enough for this. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah, right. Exactly. You should. Right.
Lindsay, you know what FetLife is? Because I don't know what that is. I feel like you might.
Lindsay, so not worth my time. Yeah. Tiger King was not worth my time.
All right, you asked me what else. Oh, I watched a movie on Netflix the other day called Super 8 with superheroes, kind of similar to like X-Men style.
That's been on. That's been on there for a while. I never got into it. I never watched it.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, bro. It was pretty good. It was pretty well done.
I knew it. I knew it.
I'm about to Google this. I don't know what y'all are talking
about. I knew it.
And I don't know if I want you to explain.
There were too many. There are too many clues to let me further know that you had a FetLife. There were too many.
Well, he clearly has one too.
Of course, I do.
Don't feel too bad
but yeah,
if he knows what it is.
But yeah, fucking Super 8. How was that?
Super 8. It was good. It was very entertaining. I thought it was a series, which I was kind of more excited about at first. But then it turned out it was just a movie.
Okay.
So I was like, oh. So I was excited the way they were developing it because it was moving kind of slow at first. Mm-hmm. But I was like, oh, this is gonna lead to like a real dope moment and this is gonna be crazy. But then it was like, oh, it's almost over. This is just a movie. There's nothing more. So that was kind of annoying because I thought it was a build up for like, oh, this is gonna be a good show. I'm gonna go home and finish watching this. Like, I'm about to binge this now. But then it was a 2-hour movie and it left me. So I wasn't super thrilled. But I mean, it was still a good movie. Entertaining for sure.
Yeah.
But a little slow because it wasn't a show, a series, or a series. So it was like, what was the point, kinda? Mm-hmm. You know, a little weird, but not terrible.
Yeah.
Lindsay, what are you doing in your quarantine? By the way, I'm just throwing questions out to our viewers too. Brent here. What are you doing in your quarantine? Let me know down there. I'm curious how you're staying active, and you got a new business too. So like, what's going on with all that? I want to know. I'm so curious about all this stuff because it's a lot of craziness happening in the world right now.
I just watched Limitless.
The movie?
Yeah.
You had never seen Limitless, the movie?
I wanted to, and then when it came out,
wow.
I heard reviews that was like, it's whatever. I was like, okay,
people was hating.
Maybe.
That movie was dope.
I watched it here on Netflix, and I'm like, it was better than okay. It wasn't like super great,
It wasn't stellar. It wasn't stellar, but it was really good. It was good. I enjoyed it a lot. Though I've never watched it again. I've only seen it once. And I felt like I get it. Like
the end was a little bit. I was like, this is kind of a weird ending.
What happened at the end? I'm trying to remember.
De Niro tries to force Bradley Cooper into working for.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Into working for him because he finds out that Bradley Cooper's on the pill.
It's got the
yeah. And then Bradley Cooper turns it around and is like, I'm already off, bitch. I'm still super smart and I'm already off the shit,
right.
Motherfucker.
He wasn't taking it anymore. Yeah, that's right.
But
they came out with a show too.
They did, and it was an actual spinoff. Like Bradley Cooper appeared in like an episode or two.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Word. Yeah, I gotta watch that. I haven't clicked it yet.
He passed the torch to the next guy, who actually was working for like the police department or some shit.
Okay. Okay. You just sold me on watching the show. Now I'm gonna at least look it up. I'm curious.
It was all right. I watched a few episodes of it. It was like a
of the show.
Yeah. It was like it was like a not quite as good version of Person of Interest.
I like that show.
Person of Interest is really good.
Yeah, I like that show a lot.
Person of Interest is really
Lindsay, don't be laughing right now. This is serious. This is serious stuff we're talking about. Okay. This is what happens in quarantine time. And by the way, Lindsay, doesn't this guy look like a tiger, like a human tiger? Is that what you see too?
Oh, you know what I watched that was actually really fucking good. Hold on. Businesses applying for the relief loan for small business. Of course they did. Because the big boys made the fucking rules.
Bro,
you didn't actually think you were going to get help from the government, did you?
That's so messed up because like they sent something out today talking about how the new checks that are coming out, they're paying a lot of millionaires around the country, like 1.6 on average. That's what they're going to be getting. A $1.6 million payoff average, kind of how the $1,200 stimulus went out to everybody that's broke. They're giving about 1.6 per person or something crazy like that. So a couple of millionaires around the country. I'm like, what is going on right now?
It's a hyper version of what's always been going on. We're just actually, some people are actually just paying attention to it. It reminds me of that joke. I
agree, Lindsay.
That Chappelle told,
for sure.
Where he was I was standing in line to vote, and all the white people were like, Donald Trump, he's gonna fight for me, and
he's like, no,
I'm rich.
He's gonna fight for me.
He's fighting for me.
Right.
It's like,
I know, Lindsay. You should look into it. I read that this morning. I'll send you the article if I find it. I'll send it to you when we get off the live because I literally saw that this morning and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I think I posted it in Nonstop Entertainment.
Reparations.
So check it.
You mean basketballs in the youth centers? better learn how to dribble or rap or some shit. That's the only way you're gonna get out this motherfucker.
I just want my own personal white girl. I feel like I should just be gifted one.
Kristen Bell. This is what I'm talking about. Kristen Bell. See, and you tell me I don't like black people.
See, mine was a joke though. That was a joke, Brenton. Okay?
Sure it was.
It was a joke.
With your track record,
okay?
Sure, it's a joke.
With my track.
With your track record.
You don't know me.
With your
you don't
track
know what
record.
I do in my hood.
With your track record. Let's not talk.
Wait a second.
Let's not talk about the East Coast.
Let's
not talk about this one city outside of Scranton. Don't know. I have no idea.
The Office was filmed in Scranton. That's a great show. Speaking of, my old boss is here. Hey, Lindsay, what's up? What's happening again? No, that was The Office, actually. That was the closest job I ever had to The Office, by the way. We literally were psychopaths. I tied her to her chair one time. I put her inside of a trash bag, and I tied her hands to the chair, and I stuck a fan on her lap, so she had a giant bubble blown up by her face. We zip tied her to her chair. It was the greatest thing ever. We did a lot of crazy pranks. Also broke in her office. I put tape over the lock.
And what was her safe word during all this?
Trey. So it never worked. But we did a lot of crazy stuff to her, and her. In general, we had the craziest staff I think maybe ever of any job I've ever worked at. It was a lot of fun. And she was the one that hired us, so I think she's probably the craziest person. Yeah, I called her Bubble Girl. That's right.
Vanilla is the most convenient flavor for sure. I mean, it mixes well with other flavors. Just saying.
She said she didn't have a safe word, Brent. There was no safe word.
Oh, rookie mistake.
No, pro move is what that is. It's not a mistake. That's a pro move.
Good word. Safe word.
Safe word. What's that safe word? Swirl, damn.
You need to fucking say it. Exactly. Right. Coffee and Kareem on Netflix. You seen that shit?
Coffee and Cream? No.
Coffee and Kareem is a movie.
Kareem
is a movie with the dude from The Office fucking
Jim?
Andy from The Office, and Taraji P. Henson.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds like the weirdest cast of all time.
Yeah, so Andy is a cop, and he's dating Taraji P., and he has to solve a corrupt police situation with Taraji P.'s son, Kareem, and he's fucking hilarious. So the movie's actually really good. It's like better than it should be.
Listen, I just want to point out, this is what I was talking about earlier when we were talking about movies that I didn't want to get to. Mm-hmm. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about right there. That was it right there. What you just described horrifies me. And that's why I'm slowly watching shows until this stops. Because I swear to you, if I have to watch Coffee and
Kareem is really fucking good, though. You should watch it.
I am not excited.
It's really fucking good. It's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
The grown baby thing that she just said, y'all won't get that, but pranks on GBD, yeah, classic. We used to prank one of our coworkers, and I called him grown baby all the time. Was it grown baby douche? Is that why he's got the D at the end? I can't remember. But I feel like it was grown baby douchebag. I'm pretty sure. But he was great. We were all good friends, actually, but we were very mean to each other. We did Superhero Day one day, Brent. Literally took everybody's time card, and we looked up a bunch of superhero names on a list, and we picked out who we thought each person in the office was. So we put them on there. We had these I Care placards from us passing this class about caring a lot for our customers. And we put their superhero there. So then when they went to grab their punch card, because they had to literally slip it in the old school, you slide it in.
Yep.
Right? They didn't know who they were. So they're grabbing these punch cards. They're like, which one am I? I'm late. Who am I? I said, just look up at the board. Yo, they were so pissed off at us. But it was one of the funniest pranks because they were so angry about it. It was hilarious. Like, one of the funniest things that's ever happened in Best Western history. We also did a whole game show. Not a game show. We did an award show. It was called the Best Western Besties. And I was the host, of course. And I recorded all these, and we voted. We had the whole, like, all the offices vote, and we just pulled them out to see the Best Western Besties. You still have the ballots. Yo, it was hilarious. I recorded a whole video for it. That was great stuff. Like, really, really funny stuff. That's what made me a psycho, honestly. She's the person that inspired me becoming the crazy-ass individual I am now. So, thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate you.
Uh-oh. Where'd he go? He froze.
My live stream got broken. No, I'm back. Somebody tried to call me. I had to end it. I guarantee you I'm going to get a second call. Hold on. I was like, wait a second. Don't end my live stream. I'm still live. And they messed with my audio. You're going to hear that in the middle of the audio. Of course they did. But yeah, good times. Let me see. What else have I been watching? Oh, I was watching The Voice. Oh, my gosh.
And frozen again. Oh,
there's a second call I described.
He's back.
There's a second call. I called it. It'll probably be a third one even. But yes, I was watching The Voice. This season of The Voice is really entertaining too. I've been watching that with my family, so that's been one thing we've all connected on and watched. Because I never really watched The Voice like that, but yeah, it was a good time. Very, very enjoyable.
I used to watch it on and off. Like I never stuck with like a whole season. Like I would watch the auditions.
That's kind of how.
And I would fall off when they would start actually preparing songs and shit. It's like I don't care. Like I only cared about the audition portion, and there are some really fucking good voices.
Right, a lot of them.
And there it is again, frozen one more time.
You still there?
I have to stare at his face that's not moving, which is somehow worse than staring at his face when it is moving.
Am I frozen?
No, you're back now.
Am I back? Okay. Yeah, I was getting a lot of messages. I'm like, hey. I'm live on IG.
Kelly Clarkson is not a valid replacement for Jennifer Hudson. I mean,
not in actual singing.
No, not in actual singing.
As a guest judge or as a judge, they have a really, really good mixture this year, though. It's pretty entertaining. They added Nick Jonas this year, so it's Kelly Clarkson, Nick Jonas, John Legend, and Blake Shelton.
CeeLo's not still on that show, right?
No. Not after the thing he did or said or whatever.
I feel like he was still on like a season after that.
He might have been, but it was like the writing was on the wall.
Because I was gonna say the same for Jennifer Hudson. Like Jennifer Hudson's got, a bit of a checkered past a checkered recent past.
You mean her cheating on her husband?
Not only cheating on him, but like calling the cops and trying to have Otunga, David fucking Otunga, like trying, like making up, making up accusations about him fucking like abuse and shit. And it turns out like she was the one that was like, smacking him around or some shit like that. Like she was.
Yeah, whenever my mom brings up Jennifer Hudson because she loves her, like the songs or whatever. I'm always like, you mean the cheater? Because that happens to guys. Whenever they do it, they cheat one time.
Oh, you mean like, that no good motherfucker, that no good cheat motherfucker could keep it in his pants?
So I make every time, like she waits for it now. She be like waiting for me to do it. She asked me the other day, she said something about her and I missed it. And she was like, I'm so shocked you didn't say it. I said, say what? And then she mentioned it. I said, oh, the cheater? I'm sorry. Like, it was hilarious. It made me laugh. Good times. Let's see what she said. I heard The Outsider was good. I haven't seen it myself. You seen that one, bro?
No. What's The Outsider?
Is that on Netflix?
I don't know if it's on Netflix or not. I've never heard of it.
Oh, Christina, you didn't know about Jennifer Hudson beating up on David Otunga?
Yeah, Jennifer. Yeah, they're split up. Jennifer Hudson and David Otunga split up. Got ugly.
Dang, it's so
got
ugly.
Fucking
and the thing
ugly.
Is, he loved her. He loved her more when she was big girl. She was a big girl. He had mad love for her. And she lost all that weight, boy.
Lost her fucking mind.
She said, you know what? I can get anybody now. I mean, I know you're in shape and you're a star and all this, but
like she actually turned out to be Jamie Foxx's character in Dreamgirls. Why you bullshitting?
That's pretty good. Bro.
I wonder if Otunga sat in the house when she was packing his shit and was like, and I am telling you. I'm not gonna start singing.
I am telling you. What up, E?
Oh shit. Oh, you know what I did? Speaking of Jennifer Hudson, I actually watched.
What's up?
So I don't know if you remember, ABC did these shows where they did recreations of Good Times and All in the Family. Hi, Zap Down. Do you remember that?
They did recreations.
Yeah, it was called Live in Front of a Studio Audience. They did this twice. They did one where they did All in the Family and the Jeffersons, and then they did another one where they did All in the Family and Good Times.
With new cast?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah, with all weird. New.
Why would anybody do that?
Good question. It was like all their love of all things television and Norman Lear and shit. It's like, okay. So I sat and watched it. I watched both of them, and they were both bad in their own ways. Like, they were both
Cody, what up?
Fucking terrible in their own ways. But Jennifer Hudson was in one of them because she sang the Jeffersons theme song. Yep, in front of a live choir, and that shit was fucking terrible.
Was it?
It was awful, and I officially hate Jimmy Kimmel was hosting it. And I officially hate Jimmy Kimmel. I'm officially sick of Jimmy Kimmel.
Brent, you know what? We're actually finding a lot of common ground today because I also hate Jimmy Kimmel. I'm not.
Are you not over him?
I love Jimmy Fallon. Dude, I hate Jimmy Kimmel, but I love Jimmy Fallon. I think he's hilarious, but I am not a Jimmy Kimmel fan at all, and haven't been for years. Like I
now see that's where we deviate. With only 70% of the racism. Yeah, right. I never liked Jimmy Fallon.
Really?
I never. Jimmy Fallon seems to only exist because Lorne Michaels likes the way he sucks dick or something. I don't know. Like he does not.
Whoa.
Jimmy Fallon did not deserve any of the success he's ever gotten in comedy ever. Fucking ever.
Who always needs a nap?
He always needs a nap. Probably. Or maybe Jimmy Fallon.
Maybe Brent.
Maybe.
Needing a nap. Who are we talking about?
Probably Jimmy Fallon, because Jimmy Fallon can't fucking...
Okay, first off, Jimmy Fallon's the greatest guy ever.
Okay? I hear he's really nice. I hear Jimmy Fallon is really nice.
He seems to be a really nice guy.
That doesn't mean he's talented. It just means he's nice.
Here's the thing. I like anybody that doesn't take themselves too serious. As a host, I think he's kind of a perfect host. He's a very good host because he gets people comfortable and it makes them feel comfortable to do stupid things, which I like. I feel like if you're a host, you should be able to be silly yourself to make them be silly.
Wow, on that note, I love you. Gotta go. So us talking about the late night Jimmys sent Lindsay gone.
Love you too, Lindsay.
Yeah, they both look tired always, but more so Kimmel.
Yeah, Kimmel's the worst. He's the worst.
Yeah.
We agree on that at least. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with us having one thing in common for one person, Brent. I'm not mad at it. And Jennifer Hudson. I like that.
Kimmel's not great.
You're not as bad as I thought.
I finally watched The Hangover.
Hold on. You never has seen The Hangover
I've never
prior?
seen The Hangover.
How have you never seen The Hangover? Lindsay, don't lie. You know that's what
I had never. I'm
You
sure
can
it
see
was. I'm sure we offended her sensibilities for late night comedy hosts.
No, you
Me?
offended her sensibilities.
Yeah, I've never seen The Hangover.
See what she said? See her response?
I've heard it talked about worse. I've never seen it. I've never
trust
seen
me,
The
she
Hangover
worked with
before.
me for like 5 years.
It was fine.
How do you not see The Hangover? Did you just say it was fine?
It was fine. And I watched
bro?
it high too. Like I got high to watch it. I specifically got high and specifically put on The Hangover. And I'm sitting there like, okay, like it's funny. I don't know that it necessarily needed 2 sequels.
No, it didn't need 2 sequels. It needed 1 sequel. It didn't need 2. Definitely didn't need 2. That third one they could have kept that one. They didn't need that one.
Like I watched.
The second one was.
Like I don't know if I would.
Second one, I feel like is the way you're talking about the first.
Like
one.
I don't know if I would throw it into my rotation of shit to watch just before I go to Vegas. You know what I mean?
So you don't put it on the list with Superbad?
No,
We were talking about that
Superbad was
before
way
I left.
funnier. Superbad was
so?
way better.
I don't know. I kind of put them on the
Superbad's
same
way-
list.
and I didn't expect much out of
I put
Superbad, but
Hangover.
Superbad had me rolling.
That's probably why though. You gotta think about it. The time of it, for one thing, it would have been years ago. You've seen a lot of other stuff since then, and then you've probably heard nothing but great things about.
I heard nothing but great things
So
about
you're probably
Superbad,
like-
and I was still like, yeah.
Oh, prior?
And I was
Prior
still
to
like,
Okay, but you said you had no
I
expectations.
I walked into Hangover the same way I walked into Superbad, where it was like, I'm looking at the cast and I'm like, this could be hit or miss. I hear everybody saying it's the greatest shit, but it could be hit or miss.
All right, Lindsay, I got you. We'll do. Appreciate you
Superbad's
popping
better
in
than
late,
Hangover.
girl.
Yep. Superbad is way better than Hangover.
The Naked Gun trilogy.
I
bro.
just finished watching the first Naked Gun again.
I know you.
I just
did.
finished watching.
Do you know who Zap Down is,
No.
by the way? That's Rachel.
Oh. Good to know. Yes,
I told
good
you
to know.
y'all
It's good
have
to know.
that. I told you that y'all have that in
good to know.
common. By the way.
Yeah. Superbad is better than Hangover.
Ouch.
Hangover was fine, but it wasn't.
You know what? I think impact wise for me, the Mike Tyson scene alone at the time, because we had never really seen Mike Tyson act like that on camera. At that point, he was like coming off of The Killer. So when I saw him do that, and then turn around and knock Homeboy out, I lost my mind. And I think I had to be like 17 at the time, maybe when Hangover came out.
2009.
Like it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. And then him singing the whole song. What do tigers dream of when they take a little tiger snooze? Like I lost my mind. Like it was the funniest. Those two, but also in that same regard. That's why I hold them pretty much similar regard, because Superbad, I was in high school, so when that came out, I'm like, yo, I get this. Like this is exactly what it feels like.
Here's the thing: Superbad. I watched Superbad maybe 4 years ago, maybe
We
4
don't
or 5
mention
years
OJ.
ago.
We're not allowed to mention OJ. We don't.
And you
we
got
don't- we don't talk about
OJ
OJ.
as such a great guy in those movies. Wow.
We're not
Wow.
talking about OJ. And that's coming from a white woman, lady.
Yeah,
We're
like
not doing
that's
that. Not doing that. We're
you
leaving
are
it alone.
teeing you're teeing
Brent,
yourself up. That is
Hey Brent, you are 2 shades lighter than
That
me. You
is
could probably
not-
talk about this, but I'm going to
you
stay
should-
out of it. I'm going
you
to stay
should
out
not
of this one.
you should not say that sentence out loud in public as a white woman.
I'm
That
staying
is-
out of this one.
That is wow. That is interesting. That is
He did it, okay? I just want to put that out there. He did it.
That's like
okay? That's from me and Brent. That's from the How Did We Even Get Here podcast. We said he did it. That's all I'm saying. We're going to leave it alone
that's
now.
like a-
Brent, you
That's
hear,
like a
Brent,
that's like
we're
a
leaving
that's
it
like
alone
a Jewish
now,
girl
me and
saying,
you.
you know that Hitler, he did some bad
Nope,
things, but he was
nope,
a really good
no-
artist.
Oh my
he was a
gosh.
really good artist.
You got to get out of this.
His strokes, it
Nope,
was really
I'm
good.
not adding this audio. Of yours. We're taking your audio out of this now.
My audio still. No, you're not. But yeah, Superbad. I watched Superbad after high school, and it was really fucking funny. Outside of like, it doesn't. It's funny outside of whatever of that kind of context. You can watch it whenever.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, see, but that's
the
thing, though.
Hangover. I
See,
feel
The
like
Hangover,
was
it was
more
just
of a product of
it was
its
probably
time,
in the time,
right? It was more of a product of
It
2009.
was probably in the time. I can see that. I can respect that opinion, because honestly, it was the Mike Tyson scene. That was the thing that people talked about the most after that movie. And then the tiger, everything with him, the tiger. Actually, the whole movie was hilarious, but just yeah, I don't know. Superbad is funny. Like every time it comes on, I can't help but watch it. But if I saw Hangover on, I think I would do the same thing. Have you seen Project X? I think I talked to you about this. You haven't seen Project X?
Yes, I love Project X. I saw Project X twice.
Interesting. Which one do you like better, Project X or Superbad? I'm asking that to the audience too. Who do y'all like better?
Superbad is a better made movie. Project X.
The other one
Project
has
X is just
cameras.
2 hours. It's just a 2 hour party. Like you're just watching a video of a party.
That's true. It is a party you would want to be
yes.
at. Like,
yes, it is.
It's like the exact party. That was like what Superbad's party would have been on
I was
steroids.
walking around telling girls to wear something tight for a while after watching Project X.
And you were getting kneed in the nuts.
I was not.
Often?
I was like,
How
wear
often
something
would you
tight.
say?
Okay.
Wear something tight. You haven't seen Project X? Oh, you messing up. What'd she say?
I'm just saying those movies too good. There was a wild appearance of disgruntled postal workers and babies flying around.
Oh no, this is a safer area. Yeah, you stay in this pocket right here, you're good. You stay right there, you're good. Just don't deviate towards the football parts of this movie, and you're good.
I haven't seen Project X. Project X was a good movie.
You should see Project X. You're in quarantine. It's perfect time. You should definitely buy that movie and watch it. You will.
And it's funny because Project X
you should like that movie
got
too.
so much shit when it.
Brent, you're frozen now.
Shit, he's gone. Fuck, he's getting another call.
Have you left the field? Oh, you're back. No, that was you. That time you froze on me.
We're losing him.
Hey, do you see the remaining time at the top? No, I'm still here.
Okay, you're back. You're pixelated, but you're back.
No, I was here the whole time. You disappeared that time on me.
Nope.
It went backwards that time.
I was here the whole time, and your shit went.
I think it was I think it's Instagram because it's telling me I got 2 minutes left. They're saying we got 2 minutes left before the feed ends.
They fucking time the shit?
They only let you go for about an hour.
No shit.
Then you have to come back, yeah.
Okay, so we may have to figure.
This episode would have been mad long anyway.
We may have to figure out a new way of doing these, but it's a decent idea if we got a short one.
This episode went long. If you look at it, this is over an hour.
About an hour. Anyway,
literally an hour.
Anyway, where can they find you?
Look, it's literally an hour countdown.
Where can they find you?
You can find me at 1989 TRE on everything except for YouTube because YouTube hates me. Where can they find you, Brent?
They can find me at Surreal469 on literally everything except FetLife. Christina, you got to message me your FetLife shit, and I can show you that one. But it's Surreal469 on everything else.
I'm looking that up.
SURREAL, the number's 469. They can find us on Instagram at Get Here Podcast.
Get Here Podcast.
Facebook.com/Get Here Podcast. Twitter at Here_pod. Patreon is the most important shit because Patreon.com/Get Here Pod. Patreon.com/Get Here Pod. There are tiers now to that shit. You can get a producer credit where we shout out your name with one of them. Our eternal thanks.
I don't
and
know
that's
about any
it.
of this. This is news to me. Dang, pot ended. What do tigers dream of when they get a little tiger snooze?